Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video where we are going to talk about the new brands that I tried for the very first time during this year. I have a full box here of like different stuff that I want to talk about. It's basically going to be me going through all the brands I tried, which things did survive my declutters, what brands are new favorites, and what brands am I just like, I'm just moving on. And as this video is going live, there's only been one declutter on my channel, but I've already filmed all of my declutters, so I already know which ones have survived my declutters versus not. Back in the days on YouTube, a bunch of creators, me included, used to do this kind of a video that was like 7 brands to try in 2017, 8 brands to try in 2018, basically saying like what brands would I like to try next year. Let me know if you would like me to do something like that, because I feel like we're back in the lower numbers again, where I can actually be like 4 brands I would like to try in 2024. Let me know if you would like to see that. I feel like I can include that maybe in a get ready with me or something, or I don't know. Let me know if you would like to see that, because I feel like that's more approachable. The past 2 years, I have not decided to be like, these are the brands I want to try out. Instead, I was just letting it fly freely. Even like not this year, but the year before, I even said I do not want to try any new brands this year. I ended up trying a lot of new brands though last year. This year, yes, mostly indie brands, but also some mainstream brands that I've been maybe not overly impressed with. But yeah, let's dive into all the brands that I've tried for the first time this year, and I'll let you know how I feel about them. And again, we'll do next year as it comes. Again, I'm having even more caffeinated water with mango. Don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea, but here we are. The first brand I wanted to talk about that I tried for the very first time this year is actually Ensley Rain. And I'm starting to feel like maybe this was the year that Ensley Rain was actually, like, is this the year where they became a little popular, right? So I tried the Harvest Moon for the first time. This palette was sent to me as PR. It is incredibly beautiful and incredibly nice quality. It is a little expensive, but at least, you know, sometimes when you buy expensive thing and you're like, I don't even know what I paid for. With this one, at least you're paying for really good quality shadows. There are 2 rows of special shades and 1 row of mattes. I think this is really, really beautiful. I actually like the other palette that I tried from them, the Lands of Enchantment. It has the castle on the back and the girl on the front, and this one is even more a favorite of mine because of the color story and because of the different variations in like depth. It really speaks to me. I tried this brand, instantly fell in love. They offered me an affiliate code, so you can use my code Angelica and get some money off on the site, and I am very impressed. Very impressed with the quality, very impressed with the color stories, and I cannot wait to see what they're gonna do next year. I feel like this was the year where people really discovered Ensley Rain, and I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with that for next year. Another brand that I tried for the first time this year is Artitude Cosmetics, and they did release this palette. I'm fairly sure they released this one earlier this year. This is the Man Eater palette. They asked me if they could send me this one, and I actually told them that I will not have time to do anything with this because I was so swamped at the time. So I told them, you're better off sending this to someone that will actually like have time to do something. I try to be honest with indie brands because I don't want them to, I know this from myself, from having my own brand. PR is expensive. Shipping is expensive, and I told them with this launch, you're better off sending it to someone who actually will do some promotion because I just will not have time. But they did send me this palette after when they sent me this one. So they basically sent both of them together. Makes more sense, you know, you can save on some shipping. I think the color story of this one is beautiful. I still have not had time to try it, but I definitely want to, especially these 2 here. You know, I love colors like that. So yeah, I would definitely will be diving into this one sooner or later. And I think the quality of Artitude Cosmetics, because they sent me the Obsession palette, and this one I have used, I think it's really nice, especially the shimmers and the metallics and the duochromes. They're really, really incredible. This is a red to a black. Those are just so fun. The mattes are good, not my absolute favorite, but they're definitely not bad, definitely not hard to work with. I just wish they had a little bit more grip to them, but that's just my personal preference when it comes to mattes, but I still think it's really good, and I've had a lot of fun with this palette, and I cannot wait to dig into this one as well. And yeah, definitely, I mean, I don't regret holding off on this one because I would not have time to have used it at the time, but I'm still very grateful that they did send this one to me when they ended up sending me this one. And same here, I tried it and I was like, wow, this is really nice, and they gave me an affiliate code and you can get like 10% off when ordering. So I'm really excited to find 2 more really exciting indie brands that I really think make really good color stories, really good quality things. And we have a 3rd indie brand actually. Actually, I have 4 indie brands that I like discovered this year that started sending me PR where I'm like, wow, I really like your stuff. The other one is Simply Posh Cosmetics. I think they have another palette. They did release this one first. This is the Fairy Tale Fairies. I have not used this one yet. Again, they sent this one to me later on when they sent me this one, or maybe after even this one. And I did not have time to review anything at that point, so I didn't purchase this one myself. I was a little bit swamped. But then they asked me if they could send me this one, which is the Citrus Punch. Love this color story. This color story is beautiful. And again, they gave me a discount code and you can use it and just can get 10% off. And I said in my review that some of these shades are truly incredible. Some of them are a little too hard pressed. And I know I was not the only one who said that. And I know the brand then actually did adjust their formula a bit. So when they released the Cozy Cabin, which also comes with a cheek palette, all of these are really nice. None of these are too hard pressed. And I'm always very impressed with brands that just take constructive criticism and they're like, wait, we can do better. This formulation, it's really nice. It is a really nice formulation. There are some duochromes in here. And yeah, I just think that this is beautiful. I really enjoy it. My favorite color story so far is still the Citrus Punch. And I'm kind of thinking, I should ask the brand if they're going to re-release this with the improved formula, because I could see myself getting that because I really, really like this color story. I think it is amazing. Oh, and the cheek palette. I don't know if this is the first cheek palette that they released, but I'm always excited to see brands like come out with more than one type of product. Not only eyeshadows, they have cheek products too. So yeah, that was another really fun brand to discover. I always love discovering new indie brands. I feel like every year, new indie brands come and new indie brands go. And we don't pay, let me put this in a good way. We don't spend as much time talking about the indie brands that went. Because there are definitely indie brands that I have not seen release anything in a really long time, maybe even over a year. And yes, indie brands have a tendency of coming and going. Sometimes they're just passion projects and maybe they fizzle out, or maybe they don't have time for it anymore, or maybe it wasn't as successful as they were hoping it's going to be. There could be so many reasons why an indie brand owner decides to not continue their journey, but there are a couple of brands that just have not been releasing anything for quite some time. And then we have DD's Signature. I have 3 palettes from DD's Signature here. Same, I have only had time to try 2 of them. This is the Jingle Bell Ruby. This is their Christmas palette that came out this year. The shimmers, they're duochromes. They're incredible. The mattes are okay. Not bad again, just not my absolute favorite formula. Then we have this one. This one I have tried as well. This is a Classic Autumn. These are more like true metallics. Again, incredible. I think we have 1 duochrome here if I'm not totally mistaken. Incredible shimmer formula. The metallics are that beautiful, fully opaque, blinding result. Mattes again, they're okay, not bad, not amazing. Then we have the Neutral Wonder eyeshadow palette. This one I haven't tried yet, so it's still in the sleeve. She sent me this one. I think this is a re-release of a palette she had before, and it's her version of a neutral palette. So I still haven't been able to dig into this one. Not that I think it looks bad or anything. I actually think this is a warm neutral palette with a little bit of a twist. I just have not had time, so we'll see if I'm able to get some time for that. They also did give me a code, and I'm excited again, and I'm excited with DD's Signature because DD's Signature was one of those brands that they released a lot of things that people seem to really love, and then she actually, like she said, she's going away, she's closing down the brand, she had other things she needed to do, and then this year she came back. So maybe that will happen with some of the other brands that we talked about as well, but who knows. Then we have the indie brand What's Up Beauty, and I don't know if this is the first year that I am trying What's Up Beauty. I know they sent me a palette that I never had time to review, which was that something geode, maybe? I don't remember, but it was something with minerals. I never had time to review it. And then they sent me this one that's the Dragon Eye. The palette, like the cover, is truly really beautiful. And then this is the inside. There are like some duochrome, some special shades. And unfortunately, all of the mattes are a little bit more on the neutral side. I do wish they would have gone a little bit more wild when they had this incredible of a packaging, but again, I think that the formula of this one is really good. Again, I think the shimmers are really amazing. I think the mattes are not my absolute favorite. Not that they're bad quality, not that they're buildable, but it's that super silky, almost feels like, I don't know how to explain it. It's that super silky formula I feel lacks a little grip, and I just need shadows that have a little grip because I want them to turn out to be intense, like these eyeshadows. I did actually film like an Instagram, or I probably put it here as a short as well for this eye look, so I will leave a link to that down below in case you want to see how I did this one. Okay, that was all the eyeshadows that I had. Now let's talk about some of the brands that I actually tried for the first time and I really enjoy the products, and I'm gonna keep an eye open for them and I'm gonna try more things from the brand. One is Iconic London. It's one of those brands that I think the main reason why I haven't tried a lot of things from the brand is that they seem to skew very neutral. But I will say the Super Smoother Blurring Skin Tint, I have it in neutral medium. It's really nice. It's a really nice skin tint. It's not my absolute favorite one. That's still the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop, but I still think it's really good one. And then these though, these are fantastic. This is Kissed by the Sun Cheek Glows. These are, I'm actually wearing this one today, the pink one. It is like a glow to it. It's like a blush highlighter hybrid. They also come in just more highlighty colors without like a peach or a pink. This one is the more corally one. Look at that. Ugh, these are so nice. Do not sleep on these. They're at Sephora, they're at Ulta. Absolutely beautiful. I cannot recommend these enough. These are so nice. Another brand that I tried for the first time, and I only tried one product, and it's because I wanted to try this specific product. It had nothing to do really with the brand. It was not like I was like, oh my god, I'm dying to try Victoria Beckham Beauty. No, it's because I saw this eyeshadow stick being used on Kaki's channel, and it is a matte yellow eyeshadow stick, and it actually is really nice, and I've really been enjoying using this one, especially when I'm doing looks on the go. Like I'll use this one and then I'll just put a matte yellow on top of it, mascara, and that's like a travel makeup look, because I still like using color, but if I'm traveling with someone that doesn't love makeup as much as I do, like my husband, then I don't want to take up time from his vacation to do makeup. When like he shouldn't have to wait for me when I'm doing something that only I enjoy, because he doesn't really care about if I wear makeup or not either. Like it's not like he's like, oh, you're gonna go out like that? No, he likes me with makeup, he likes me without makeup. So this is perfect for those kind of occasions when I want to be colorful, but I want to keep it a little bit easier as well. Another one thing that I tried is the Shamak Shallow eyeshadow from Kofi. It's one of those like more gel-like shadows. I bought this one because I saw it at, I think who did I see this at? It probably was Nomad Beauty that used this one, now that I think of it, because she's been into these kind of colors and like one and done shadows. And this is a really pretty shadow. Again, I'm probably gonna see if I can travel with this one. Oh, I should probably bring it. Me and my husband are going on vacation. I should probably bring this one then, because it would be a very easy like one and done shadow on the go that's still like colorful. Speaking of Kaki, I did try Finding Ferdinand for the first time this year, and it was through her collab. She did she did 6 cream blushes, but it was 2 different colors in 3 different depths depending on your skin tone. This is the summer, the whole collection was called Summer Abroad, and this one is an aperitif, which I think is the medium one of the corally red shades. And then it is Olé, which is the medium one of the more rosy neutral ones. I think these are really good quality, and it makes me very excited to see if Finding Ferdinand comes out with more products. I could definitely be open to buying them because I was impressed with the formulation. Oh, and I also bought this one. There's some brands that I discovered through like other influencers. This is the Bubble and Rudy Berry, I think is her name, or at least on like social media. They did this Freckle Pen together. I love this Freckle Pen. I think it's really good quality. Unfortunately, it was a like one and done collab. I bought it and now it's sold out and I don't know if it's coming back, which is a shame because this is a great freckle pen, and hopefully when this one runs out, I'm tired of the faux freckles. Who knows? It was a great product though. It was a great product, but I will say a product like this, it's a little bit annoying if it becomes your staple and then it's never coming back. It could be a little bit annoying. Is this? Yeah, I guess it is. Because I put it in here because I was preparing these things. Lawless. It was the year I discovered Lawless. Can you see how little is left in this one? This is the Forget the Filler lip gloss. I also really like the satin lipsticks that they released. And I like their blushes as well. They're really, really nice. I think those are my like my 3 favorite products from them. But the Forget the Filler lip gloss, it is so juicy. It comes with one of these juicy little applicators. This one is in the cherry vanilla one. It smells wonderful. This is a plumping but cooling lip gloss. So this is a cooling lip gloss. It's not one of those stingy, chilly, not anything of that. It is a cooling one. It is super gel-like, but not overly sticky on the lips. It really fills out the ridges and just makes your lips look juicier, smoother, and just honestly, it's a beautiful product. Comes in different colors. As you can tell, this is my favorite, the one that has a red tint to it. I worn that a lot. This is Queen Musia's lipstick in Becky Sharp. I love this component. It's so unique. I love that there is a metal turquoise on the inside as well. This is one of those brands that they released the lipstick and then I have not seen anything else from the brand. Maybe it's me not keeping up. Should I look? Always when like brands come and they just release one product and then they don't release anything else, it always makes me wonder. Okay, Queen Musia. Let me look at their socials. Oh, they released a mascara. That is true. They released a mascara. I actually never got around to try the mascara and now I feel really bad, but I was so busy and I think I gave it away. Now I feel a little bad. Or did I try it and I didn't like it? Either of the two. Either I tried it or I didn't like it and I forgot to review it, or I gave it away. It's a little bit more probable that I gave it away, but their Instagram feed is quite literally the most beautiful Instagram feed in the world. Like, it is so pretty. But yeah, they are very much releasing things slowly. I think the product that I tried was good, not my absolute favorite. I think the colors were a little predictable. I really like the specialness of the component and I'm excited to see what else they come out with. Okay, we have a couple of brands here to talk about. Let's talk about Lottie London. I've actually tried quite a few things from Lottie London. This one I just fished up out of my fails basket. You can do what you want with that information, but I did really like some of the products. I like this eyeshadow palette, the Honeybee palette. I thought this was a really nice palette. I also did enjoy the Cheeky Kiss cream lipstick and blush stick. This was really nice. I really enjoyed it. And the mascara, the Super Fake mascara, it's a really nice mascara and has one of those thin plastic ones that I really like. So some of the things have been really good. Some of the things have been honestly kind of crap. It's one of those like drugstore brands where you don't know if you're gonna get a good product or if you're gonna get a bad product. So maybe that's why I'm here to try it. I will say since then, I have right now it's been sent to me as PR this month. They sent me another shade of this and a more burgundy palette of this, so I kind of want to try those out to see if those are as good quality as the ones that I mentioned here that I actually really did like. Jones Road have been sending me some PR this year and I've been trying a bunch of it. This one, the lipstick that they sent me, it's like one of those like balmy lipsticks that's like a little sheer, a little hydrating, like buildable color kind of a deal. I think this one is my favorite, the one in Rose Mocha. This is the one that I saved. I didn't like the foundation at all. I did declutter that one. I think their brand is just not meant for someone who loves this kind of makeup, which makes it a little bit surprising that they're sending me PR. I don't necessarily think the foundation, I really think, I'm explaining it in my foundation declutter that literally was live this Tuesday. It's just finicky. It's weird. The packaging is bulky and weird to work with. You get oils on your hands. It's a weird product that's not very good on your skin, according to me. So this one is the only thing I have left from Jones Road, but I do like this one. The packaging is really nice too, but let's say I haven't been blown away. Okay, one more brand where I actually have a product to show you, because there's a couple of brands that I've tried this year where I've literally decluttered every single product, so let's talk about those as well. But this is from Say. I have the Glow Sculpt in Peach Glow. This is like a cream, a little bit of an almost moussey putty blush that has a glow to it. Not an intense glow, it's more like a satin glow. I really do like this product. I think it's really nice. I also did try the concealer from Say this year. I did not like that one, so that one has already been decluttered. But let's talk about a couple of brands that I actually do not have anything left from. I bought one product from Simi Haze. I bought the blush duo. I didn't hate it, but I also didn't love it. I thought it was a little peculiar. I did declutter that one, and as I'm feeling right now, I don't feel a pull to try out the brand right now. Another one that I tried where I have nothing left is Ciate and Yensa. I feel like both, that's not true. I do have a eyebrow pencil, ooh, from Yensa. I actually really like it. I used it today. This is the Yensa Super Brow Defining Pencil. It has a little spoolie and it is in blonde, which is actually a really nice color. It is what I use in my brows. I think it works out pretty decently. So yeah, I would definitely recommend the eyebrow pencil. That one I still have left. Other than that, they weren't, neither of these brands were like stuff that I wanted. They were maybe targeting a different group than me. Like Yensa, the foundation and the concealer was very creamy, very hydrating, very dewy. For someone maybe that has more dry skin than me, on me, I thought they looked a little heavy. I didn't like how glowy it was. It was very full coverage. When it comes to Ciate, I honestly think that they are charged, I don't feel like they have the quality to back up the price they're asking for the products. I think that whole brands need a little bit of an overhaul, if I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I'm a little bit, like I'm maybe a little bit rude or a little bit harsh, but the things that I've tried from them have not given me the same kind of feeling that other products in the same price range do. There's just something about, it's a little, I don't want to say off, but let's go with the word off in lack of a better word. And that was it. Those were all the brands that I have tried this year, I think. Did I forget one? Because I did have my virtual assistant help me out with this, and she's usually very good at this. She probably made a better list than I would have ever been able to do. So, and I looked at this list and I really thought about it, and I couldn't think of another brand that I had myself like tried this year for the first time, but I would love to hear your thoughts. Is there a brand that you think that I tried for the very first time this year? Because I know that she put the brand Moira on the list, but I actually have tried Moira since before. This year was not the first time I tried that brand. So yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts about this. And is there a brand that you wish that I would try on my channel? Is there a brand that you're like, oh, I really wish that you would try XYZ? Like, I would love to hear about that as well. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know which brands you tried for the very first time this year and how you felt about them. And I will see you again in my next video, which is going to be tomorrow. Bye!